Every week, the world quietly loses some of its brightest stars, legends who shaped culture, inspired generations, or simply touched lives in their own unique ways. In this video, we take a moment to honor and remember the remarkable individuals who have passed away this past week and reflect on the legacies they've left behind. Aki Alion, with his sharp features and confident style, brought a distinctive kind of handsomeness to both film and television. His career spanned decades, and his charisma gave him a polished presence wherever he appeared. He is still alive, admired as one of the lasting faces of Asian American cinema. Bobby Sherman was one of the ultimate teen idols of the late 1960 sets and 1970 sets, his boy-next-door smile and wholesome charm making him a household name. Posters of his handsome face decorated bedrooms everywhere, and his image remains tied to a golden era of pop culture. Sherman is still alive, remembered as one of the great heartthrobs. Brian Wilson, co-founder of the Beach Boys, carried the boyish California charm that made him a symbol of youthful handsomeness in the 1960s. With his bright smile and soulful presence, he became as iconic for his looks as for his music. He is still alive, celebrated as a musical genius with a lasting aura of charisma. Bruce Glover, often cast in eccentric or villainous roles, nevertheless carried a striking, angular look that gave him a unique brand of handsomeness. His sharp features and strong screen energy made him unforgettable in every performance. Glover is still alive, respected for his distinct style. Chris Robinson, known for his work in television dramas and soap operas, had striking good looks that made him a natural leading man. His tall frame, confident demeanor, and timeless handsomeness made him an enduring presence on screen. Robinson is still alive, remembered fondly by audiences for his charisma and appeal. Clifton Jones brought a distinguished kind of beauty to his roles, most notably in Space 1999. With his commanding presence and handsome features, he carried himself with quiet dignity and strength. Jones is still alive, remembered for both his talent and his striking looks. Connie Francis became America's sweetheart in the late 1950s and 1960s, her soulful voice matched by her radiant beauty and warm smile. With her graceful features and glamorous style, she was admired as much for her handsomeness as for her music. She is still alive, a timeless symbol of classic charm. David Bell, founder of parkour, turned physical agility into artistry, his lean build and athletic style giving him a modern action hero handsomeness. His daring stunts and confident presence made him captivating to watch, embodying strength and style. Bell is still alive, continuing to inspire with his legacy. Denis Arndt carried a dignified, intellectual handsomeness, with sharp features and a quiet confidence that made him a strong presence on stage and screen. His work in theater and television reflected both talent and charisma. Arndt is still alive, admired for his refined appeal. Emily DeQuenne, with her luminous skin and expressive eyes, became one of Europe's most admired actresses. Her beauty was fresh yet sophisticated, and her performances carried an emotional depth that only enhanced her natural charm. DeQuenne is still alive, celebrated for her grace and allure. Gaillard Sartain combined comedic brilliance with an approachable kind of handsomeness, his twinkling eyes and warm smile making him instantly likable. From hee-haw to countless character roles, his charm carried a different but magnetic beauty that audiences loved. Sartain is still alive, remembered fondly for his unique blend of humor and appeal. George Wendt, beloved as Norm on Cheers, carried a different but endearing handsomeness, warm, approachable, and instantly relatable. His easy smile and genial presence made him a household name, proving that charisma can shine in many forms. Wendt is still alive, still adored for the comfort and joy he brought to audiences. Giorgio Armani not only defined fashion but embodied it himself. Tall, elegant, and polished, his silver-haired good looks made him the face of sophistication. Known as much for his timeless appearance as his designs, Armani's very presence was a statement of style. As of now, he is still alive, his name synonymous with grace and handsomeness in every era. Harris Yulin carried a rugged, intellectual handsomeness that made him unforgettable in both film and television. With his sharp features and dignified presence, he elevated roles in Scarface, Clear and Present Danger, and countless others. Yulin is still alive, his charisma and classic masculine charm continuing to be admired. Hulk Hogan, with his muscular physique, golden mustache, and commanding charisma, became one of the most recognizable figures of the 1980s. His brand of handsomeness was brash, bold, and larger than life, embodying the energy of professional wrestling's golden era. Hogan is still alive, a pop culture icon whose look remains instantly recognizable. Jack Betts had the look of a classic Hollywood leading man, his tall frame and rugged features making him an unforgettable presence in westerns and action roles. His handsomeness was bold and traditional, the kind that perfectly suited the roles he took on. He is still alive, a reminder of old-school masculine appeal. Jay North, forever remembered as the mischievous Dennis in Dennis the Menace, won hearts with his boyish smile and youthful charm. As he grew older, he carried a wholesome handsomeness that reflected his early innocence while maturing into timeless appeal. North is still alive, cherished by nostalgic fans. Jean Marsh, co-creator and star of Upstairs, Downstairs, carried a classic English beauty marked by refinement and quiet intensity. Her elegant features and commanding aura gave her a timeless handsomeness that audiences adored. Marsh is still alive, a symbol of British sophistication. Joe Don Baker became known for his rugged good looks and tough guy persona in films like Walking Tall. His broad frame and intense stare gave him a raw kind of handsomeness that perfectly suited action roles. Baker is still alive, a reminder of Hollywood's classic tough man archetype. Julian McMahon captivated audiences with his striking features and smooth style. From nip/tuck to charmed, his dark good looks and confident charisma made him a standout, the kind of actor whose handsomeness left a lasting impression. McMahon is still alive, continuing to carry the same bold presence. Catherine Apanowitz charmed British audiences with her classic features and graceful presence. Her natural beauty and expressive charm gave her roles a timeless appeal. Apanowitz is still alive, admired for her quiet elegance. Liliane Boutet, the New Orleans jazz and gospel singer, radiated a soulful beauty that reflected both her music and her personality. Her warm presence, expressive features, and elegance made her captivating on and off stage. Boutet is still alive, a lasting symbol of soulful charm. Lonnie Anderson shone in the 1970S and 1980S, most famously on WKRP in Cincinnati, where her blonde hair, dazzling smile, and glamorous figure made her one of television's great beauties. Her handsomeness came not only from her looks, but from the confidence and charisma she carried on screen. She is still alive today, remembered as one of the great bombshells of her time. Loretta Swit became an icon on MASH as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan, her striking eyes, blonde hair, and commanding presence redefining beauty on television. She blended strength with glamour, carrying a handsomeness that was both bold and elegant. Swit is still alive, remembered as one of TV's most magnetic stars. Lynn Marie Stewart brought comedy to life with her expressive features, but also carried a gentle beauty that made her instantly endearing. Her warmth and charm gave her a different but memorable kind of handsomeness. Stewart is still alive, continuing to be cherished for her unique appeal. Malcolm Jamal Warner rose to fame as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, where his boyish good looks and charming smile made him a teen idol of the 1980. As he grew older, he carried that handsomeness into adulthood, his refined style and quiet charisma keeping him admired well beyond his early fame. Mel Novak, best known for his work in action films, had rugged good looks and a sharp edge that made him a natural fit for tough guy roles. His strong features and piercing eyes gave him a bold kind of masculine handsomeness. Novak is still alive, admired for his fearless presence. Michael Madsen built a career on his rugged good looks and tough guy persona, with his piercing eyes and brooding voice giving him a dangerous kind of handsomeness. Memorable in films like Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill, he carried an edge that made him magnetic on screen. Madsen is still alive, admired for both his presence and his talent. Michelle Trachtenberg grew from a child star into a striking actress with dark hair and piercing eyes that gave her a distinctive beauty. Known for roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, she combined innocence with sophistication. Trachtenberg is still alive, admired for her youthful but enduring handsomeness. Nicky Katt brought an unconventional edge to his roles, his dark features and intense style giving him a distinct kind of handsomeness. Memorable in films like Dazed and Confused and Boston Public, his charisma came from authenticity and raw energy. Katt is still alive, continuing to be respected for his unique appeal. Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, carried a wild, dangerous charm that made him magnetic to fans across the globe. With his long, dark hair, piercing eyes, and rebellious persona, he had a raw kind of handsomeness tied to the spirit of rock and roll. Osbourne is still alive, his enduring presence proof of his legendary status. Pamela Bach radiated California glamour, her blonde beauty and sparkling smile making her a standout on television in the 1980S and 1990S. Known for her appearances on Baywatch, she embodied sun-kissed handsomeness with elegance. Bach is still alive, remembered as one of TV's classic beauties. Patricia Pat Crawley lit up film and television in the 1950S and 1960S with her radiant smile and graceful charm. Her beauty carried a natural warmth that made her performances unforgettable, whether in comedies or dramas. She passed away in 2025, remembered as one of the enduring faces of classic Hollywood handsomeness and grace. Peter Kwong brought striking good looks and dynamic energy to roles in films like Big Trouble in Little China. His athletic build and sharp features gave him a commanding presence, and his confidence made his performances magnetic. Kwong is still alive, admired for his charisma and unique style. Holly Holiday became a household name with her role as the sassy waitress Flo on Alice. With her bright smile and confident style, she carried a bold kind of beauty that was as memorable as her famous catchphrases. Holiday passed away in 2025, leaving fans with the memory of her unique mix of wit and handsomeness. Renée Victor combined dignity with natural charm, her expressive face and poised demeanor giving her an understated beauty. Her presence on screen reflected both warmth and sophistication. Victor is still alive, respected for her grace and enduring appeal. Richard Chamberlain rose to heartthrob status in the 1960s as Dr. Kildare, his boyish good looks and charming smile winning legions of fans. Later in The Thornbirds and Shogun, he carried that same elegance into mature roles, maintaining his aura of timeless handsomeness. Chamberlain is still alive, remembered as one of Hollywood's great romantic leads. Richard Norton built his career in martial arts and action films, where his muscular frame and rugged features gave him a strong, commanding handsomeness. His sharp profile and athletic charisma made him a natural screen presence. Norton is still alive, celebrated as a classic action hero. Rick Davies, the voice and keyboardist of Supertramp, had a rugged, understated charm that matched his soulful music. His intense gaze and charismatic stage presence gave him a quiet handsomeness that fans adored. Though no confirmed passing has been reported, he remains remembered as a rock star who carried both style and substance. Robert Redford was one of the most handsome men in Hollywood, his golden hair, piercing blue eyes, and rugged charisma defining an entire era of American cinema. From Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid to The Way We Were, his career was built on both talent and timeless good looks. He passed away in 2025, leaving behind not just an extraordinary body of work, but also the image of a man whose elegance never faded. Roberta Flack not only captivated with her soulful voice, but also with her radiant beauty. Her elegant features and warm presence made her unforgettable, embodying both inner and outer charm. Flack is still alive, a legend of both music and style. Ruth Buzzy charmed audiences on Laugh-In, where her expressive features and comedic sparkle carried their own kind of beauty. Her approachable handsomeness, warm smile, and undeniable charisma made her unforgettable. Buzzy is still alive, admired as one of comedy's enduring icons. Sly Stone redefined cool in the 1960s and 1970s with Sly and the Family Stone. His flamboyant style, electrifying presence, and unconventional but captivating handsomeness made him one of the most magnetic performers of his era. Sly Stone is still alive, his image forever tied to the golden age of funk and soul. Stedman Pearson, a member of the soul group Five Star, blended music and style effortlessly, his polished good looks and sleek stage presence making him captivating to audiences. His handsomeness was refined, amplified by the confidence he carried on stage. Pearson is still alive, a lasting figure in music. Tom Troop brought classic Hollywood looks to stage and screen, his strong features and dignified air giving him an old-school handsomeness that audiences admired. Though details of his later life remained scarce, his presence in film and theater carried the striking appeal of a traditional leading man. Val Kilmer captured audiences with his piercing gaze and chiseled features, becoming one of Hollywood's most handsome leading men in the 1980 and 1990s. From Top Gun to The Doors and Batman Forever, his charisma was undeniable. Though later facing health struggles, Kilmer is still alive, admired for both his talent and his lasting good looks. Valerie Mahaffey carried a refined, graceful beauty that made her a standout in both film and television. With her delicate features and expressive style, she brought a timeless kind of handsomeness to every role. Mahaffey is still alive, admired for her subtle elegance. Wayne Lewis, as part of Atlantic's star, carried a sleek and soulful style that gave him a smooth kind of handsomeness. His polished look and confident stage presence made him captivating to audiences, embodying the romantic energy of R&B's golden era. Wings Hauser embodied rugged charm, his tall frame and intense stare giving him a bold kind of handsomeness. Known for thrillers and edgy roles in the 1980s, his charisma was magnetic and memorable. Hauser is still alive, continuing to carry that raw presence.